Hello YouTube, this is just another guy talking about stuff, and I'm just here for the comments. In this video, we'll be taking a look at a tweet from none other than Sean Hannity and exploring the responses. Sean claims that Nancy Pelosi, Speaker of the House, said Biden will be sworn in as president whatever the end count is on election day, implying that Joe Biden would be elected even against the will of the American voters. Now, I'm no huge fan of Nancy Pelosi, but if you read her full quote and have any critical thinking skills, you'll realize what she was trying to say. But let's see how the followers of Sean Hannity responded. I've been saying that a while now. This whole thing is a setup, corruption, ballot tampering, 25th Amendment on Biden, etc. I'm really not sure what any of that means, but here we are. I am so tired of the hatred they are spreading, tired of worrying about what's going to happen to this country, my children, my grandchildren, my retirement, life. The stress they are putting on the American people, though, is almost unbearable. God help us all. Now, I can't tell you what hatred she's talking about or what she's specifically worried about, but I can tell you she seems to have a pretty serious victim complex. Is she proposing Marxist insurrection? I am confident that will not end well for the Marxists. Now, as someone that considers himself a Marxist, I can assure you Nancy Pelosi is not proposing a Marxist insurrection. I can also tell you that's not how you spell insurrection. Not from jail he won't, and hopefully Fancy Nancy will be right there with him. Vote red all the way in masses so mail-in ballots can't even be a factor. I remember 4 years ago when they said Hillary Clinton would be in jail, and I haven't seen that yet either. So I'm not sure what they're going to get Joe Biden on. Doesn't sound like an elected official. Sounds like tyranny. Again, critical thinking skills are very important. Here we have a quote from George Orwell's 1984, possibly the most misused piece of literature in the history of mankind. Does she have something planned with the Electoral College? This is scary as heck to know how they plan on influencing our election. That's a very interesting choice of words. I'm pretty sure it's a politician's job to influence elections. Pelosi must be high or drunk to make a statement like that. Now, I don't know if you know about this, but a while back there was a video of Nancy Pelosi that was doctored to make it seem like she was drunk. In reality, it was just a slowed down video to make it seem like her speech was slurred. But her opponents still like to frame her as some kind of alcoholic. I'm pretty sure we'll see more tweets like this coming up. This tweet just says, "Prepare for war." I'm pretty sure this is just someone with a murder fantasy. I thought he was running for the United States of Delaware, and if successful, he would represent the executive branch of the basement bunker. Plenty of power naps, sipping hot chocolate, relaxation techniques, sleeping round the clock, and only going outside to feed the squirrels. I don't have a response for this one. I'm just seriously at a loss for words. So in other words, Nancy Pelosi is saying they fixed the election already. They rigged it. Now, if that was the case, I'm pretty sure Sean Hannity would have just came out and said that. It's like they know the outcome somehow. Maybe it's all the ballot harvesting they're doing. First off, that's the wrong use of there. But more importantly, I would like to see this evidence of ballot harvesting you apparently have. A blatant admission that they will cheat by any means necessary with fraudulent ballots. If you blatantly admit that you're cheating, are you really cheating? So is Pelosi plotting an overthrow, or is this just wishful thinking? Again, I always love it when people answer their own question. She really thinks she's something. She better get ready to get out of the country. The American people are fed up and she's topped the list. Is that why she keeps constantly getting reelected? The colleges are already getting ready for the possible re-election of President Trump, giving 2 weeks off for classes. Get the teddy bears ready. Nancy, you too, dust off the teddy bear. Get your teddy bears ready, America. OMG, watching Biden on TV in my hometown. What a mess. Please, Lord, he needs to stop yelling. I don't know what he's saying. He sounds like a drunken sailor. How embarrassing. That's the first time I've heard Biden compared to a drunken sailor. How many drunken sailors does this person know? Could she be removed from office for doing something like this? One can only hope. I'll give you the answer. It's no. No, she can't. Apparently, Antifa is going to show up in D.C. on November 3rd, according to POSO. Maybe millions of patriots and Christians should flood D.C. all next week for prayer and praise. And to thank God for re-electing Pres Trump, Antifa will run away as fast as their little legs will carry them. I'm not exactly sure what will make the anti-fascists run away from people praying, but okay. What? Isn't there an election that determines the winner? Well, yeah, that's what she was talking about. Watch the electoral. This election is fixed. That is why Biden is not campaigning. We will be at war. This is why some states do not want our military there to oversee the election areas. Does this person want a military coup? Because this is how you get a military coup. Pelosi admitting the fix is in? No, Robert, you just desperately want a conspiracy. Nope! The slur of the House is hitting the bottle a little too much today. People just really love this drunk Nancy meme, but also, you want an extra O on the end of that too. I'm thinking liquored up Pelosi has forgotten who controls the military and the National Guard. 8 blue states and 42 red states. I'm betting on red. So here we get a drunk Nancy meme and a Civil War meme. Awesome. Red tsunami! Get it? As opposed to the blue wave? That sounds like a threat. Election interference. What interference are you talking about? Why is she so sure? Fixed election? Do these people really think that Nancy Pelosi would come out and admit that they fixed the election? What exactly is the Speaker of the House threatening the American people with? Nothing. That wasn't a threat. Did that sound like a threat to you? Here's another drunk Nancy meme. That's not going to happen. She needs to lay off the alcohol. In other words, Speaker Pelosi is not willing to accept the results of the election. Again, critical thinking skills are important. She is trying to be a provocateur, not very good at it. She needs to watch the master, Donald J. Trump, closely, and maybe she will have improved. So are you saying being a provocateur is a good thing? I'm confused. Reminds me of the scene in Star Wars. Is it legal? I will make it legal. I am the Senate. I think someone needs to watch Star Wars again. These people have sinister plans. I keep telling people they haven't regarded the law or upholding the law in a while now. They only use it to manipulate when they can, and they will not take their loss and move on. What? Who exactly are they, anyway? It's hard to tell what her point is. She sounds drunk half the time. Here's another drunk Nancy meme. And it's easy to tell what her point is if you actually listen. What a nice socialist statement. Please just say you don't know what socialism is and move on. Nancy Pelosi is not a socialist. We're going to war. I've known it for a long time because I knew this was coming, and I'm ready. Here's another person with a murder fantasy. And lastly, if/when Biden loses, how can the loser be sworn in? On what basis will that be legitimate? Will he try to swear in on the Bible? They've been saying they will forcibly remove him if necessary. I'm not sure that will bode well for them. There are just way too many things to dissect in this one tweet. She didn't say anything about the loser being sworn in. I have no idea why this person brought up the Bible. I'm pretty sure Joe Biden's Catholic. Again, I'm not sure who they are. There are just way too many pronouns at the end of this tweet for it to make any sense to me. So I hope you enjoyed this look into what people take time out of their day to post on social media. As always, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment in the comments, and do all the YouTube things. Until next time, witty sign-off catchphrase.